Alright, this is the Content Marketing Guy. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Marketer, where I give daily tips and advice to help you get better results for your marketing and business. Today I want to talk about the importance of actually creating interest, or should I say how to create interest before your product launch. Now, typically when a company or a business has a new product that they want to launch, or a service, or whatever it is, what they will do is just launch the product. That's what will typically happen. However, I have found that a better approach is to actually create interest, to create demand for that product even before you actually launch it. Now, how do you go about doing that? Well, that's where content marketing comes in. That's where content comes in. What you want to do is to identify what are the challenges that this particular product that you offer solves for your intended audience or customer, or what does it help them to achieve in terms of certain goals or aspirations that they have. And then once you understand this, then you want to create content that actually addresses those needs, that actually shows them how to achieve the goals and aspirations that they have, even without your product. The purpose of actually creating the content before the product launch is not to give them information on the product that you're offering, but the point is to create curiosity and get them to actually warm up to the idea of actually purchasing whatever it is that you have subconsciously. It's to build that trust and credibility with them even before the product actually launches, so that by the time you actually get to product launch, they would have already known about your brand. They would have already been familiar in terms of subconsciously. They would have already been primed and prepped for solutions to whatever it is that their problems are, whatever challenges that they have, their needs, their wants, their aspirations, their desire. So to actually do this, what you want to do, as I first mentioned, identify what are the challenges or the goals and aspirations that they have. Once you are able to do this, then you want to create content. I would say a minimum, a good timeline is probably 6 to 8 weeks before the product launch. You want to put that content out there, which actually, answers certain questions that they have, shows them how to overcome certain challenges that they have, not using your product, but through the content that you actually provide to them, providing value to them, being useful, being helpful to them, even before they've actually taken up their money and made the first purchase. Now, what this will do, as I mentioned before, it will build trust, it will build credibility, so that by the time you actually launch your product, they would have already been familiar with your brand. They know of your brand, they know of your brand adding value to them, being useful, helpful to them. So it will be very easy for them, first of all, to actually purchase, because that trust has already been built. And second of all, they would have already made a connection between whatever challenges that they have or whatever goals that they have to your solution or product once it launches, and how both connect to actually help them achieve whatever it is that they're after. So with that said, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of the Daily Marketer. Tune in tomorrow for more daily tips and advice to help you get better results. Alright, take care and all the best. Goodbye.